Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Best Buy exclusive Steelbook of Saw. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd, that Movie Guy 365. Okay, Saw is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. Now there is a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, which is the version that I opted for, and there's also a standard slipcover edition available at all your local retailers. Now, as far as the movie itself, we all know that Saw is part of a very long franchise. It got to a point where they seemed like they were releasing a sequel almost every year or every other year. And I feel, in my opinion, that the first couple movies are really the best. I would say especially the first one. It had a lot of, just a lot of drama and just kind of uncertainty about where the whole movie was going and the premise. Two men trapped in a, in a confined area and only like lethal, well, I would say, very creative ways to actually escape their confinement. I like Cary Elwes in pretty much anything, and it was really good to see him in this type of movie. Of course, we all know him from The Princess Bride. And of course, Danny Glover, Tobin Bell as Jigsaw. I think the cast is really good. And once again, I feel the movies get, I would say, not as good when we get to the higher up sequels. And of course, with the new Spiral movie coming out, who knows how that's going to turn out. But first couple ones for me, I think are really solid. And this one, I feel, is one of the better films in the franchise. Okay, we're going to talk about the picture quality and audio in just a moment. But first, let's do a quick unboxing of the Steelbook. Okay, we have the 4K Best Buy exclusive Steelbook of Saw. I have to say, I really like Lionsgate when they put the slipcovers on Steelbooks. They always get very creative with it, and we have like kind of a TV image here featuring the Jigsaw puppet. I like it a lot. I like it. They did a great job. We have the back cover, and then the spine, and interior, just the full artwork, and also the Steelbook has a slight shine to it, which I really like. And then we have really nice image on the interior. So yeah, very good Steelbook from Lionsgate. Now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Saw on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has a 185:1 aspect ratio, native 4K resolution, and HDR10 and Dolby Vision for the grading. For purposes of this review, I will be going over the Dolby Vision encode. Since this movie was shot on film, grain is going to be readily visible throughout the movie. I like it. It actually adds a little bit more of a layer. It gives it, I think, an inherent atmosphere as well. It has a good cinematic feel to it. I'm not quite sure if the later films were shot digitally, but at least this one, I really appreciate the filmic style that it actually has, and I think it really lends itself well on 4K. Since this is inherently a darker movie, the Dolby Vision utilizes the black levels fairly effectively. Dark interiors and nighttime scenes come across particularly well. I did not detect any macro blocking or artifacting. It actually looks really good, and I think it's one of the stronger aspects of this release. The color in this particular movie doesn't exactly pop off the screen. It's not that type of film. It's very muted, I would say, especially with clothing choices and just the overall, aesthetic. But where it does come into play, I would say particularly well, is lighting sources. Some, certain scenes are lit a certain way, and it gives you a nice little bump up there. But overall, I would say the color palette is a little bit more natural, and for the most part, it's just not going to be anything like eye-popping. Detail in general gets a nice uptick here. Skin textures, clothing, those up-close gory shots I feel fare particularly well, and overall it's a nice increase over the standard Blu-ray. Saw on 4K Ultra HD supports a Dolby Atmos audio mix, and this is all about the atmosphere. There's a lot of confined spaces here, and just those general little drips of water and just basement noises and sounds in general make full use of the surround sound environment. This is a great, I would say, directional track to take advantage of. It sounds good, and it just overall is very pleasing to hear. Dialogue comes through the center channel clean and clear, and sometimes it even makes use of the other surround sound speaker placements. The front channels, they handle a lot of the action on screen. There's a lot of activity there, and it's pretty seamless. Once again, atmosphere plays a key part into the mid-level and rear speakers. There's a lot going on, environmental sounds, a little bit of music thrown in, and just the overall, I would say, immersive element that it provides. It sounds fantastic. And the height speakers also complement what's happening in those other surround sound speaker placements, but it offers a little bit of discrete channel activity as well. The LFE channel I feel is effective. It's not going to be overly aggressive. I don't feel it's that type of movie that really warrants it, but when a door slams or some other impact, it's felt, it makes itself known. It's just not going to be anything that I would say be demo worthy in that department. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Saw on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray a solid B. This is a nice visual presentation. It's not reference quality, but HDR and Dolby Vision I feel add a lot of benefits to the black levels. Colors are natural, and detail I think gets a nice upgrade here. For the audio presentation, I'm going to give this one an A-. I think the Dolby Atmos is the real selling point here. It's very immersive. There's a lot of atmosphere. It almost feels like you're right in the room with those two guys. It has a good energy to it. It's not aggressive in the LFE department, but your surround sound field, you're definitely in for a treat. So that is my review of Saw on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. If you're interested in picking this one up for yourself, I will go ahead and leave an Amazon link in the comments section, but I also want to hear from you. If you have the 4K disc already, what did you think of the presentation? In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.